This is how much we spent on our no spend week. The numbers aren't pretty. The internet kind of scares me when it comes to anything parenting.
Just a coffee at work, like
yeah. Good morning guys and welcome back to another vlog. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Monday. We're starting the vlog off on a Monday for the first time in a while. We're also doing a no spend week this week, which I haven't done in what feels like forever. I did a low spend week and I've had a couple of like no spend days some weeks, but it's been a while since I've done an entire no spend week. So we're doing that this week. August is shaping up to be a really expensive month. So any way that we can save money and offset some of those costs, then I'm gonna take it. I just did a big grocery order. Some weeks we do dinnerly, some weeks we just cook for ourselves. It just kind of depends on how a week looks and kind of what we're vibing. This week we are cooking all our own meals, so I got a lot of stuff, and because we're not eating out, our grocery bill was a little bit more than it normally would be. But I did use our 10% everyday extra discount, which we can use once a month. I usually do that on our bigger shop for the month, and then I also had a $10 off voucher as well. I'll pop up on the screen as well the meals we're making this week, just for reference. I got some Greek yogurt. These Farmers Union Greek style yogurt pouches were on sale, 5 for $6 maybe. So I got 3 strawberry and 2 vanilla. These are nice to just like grab and go, especially when Nick's working in the office. Some light sour cream for our nachos. I got 2 things of cream, one for, what are we making this week? Oh, the creamy Tuscan chicken orzo, and then also I'm gonna meal prep some 1-pot creamy chicken rice for my friend who just had a baby. We dropped round a shepherd's pie last week, and I know like one thing I've learned since having my own baby is just like the things that actually matter, and like how I probably didn't do the best job. I know for a fact I didn't do the best job of showing up for my friends that have had babies before me, and now I've had my own. I know like how vulnerable, how it's just like the craziest transition of your life, and now I know what I know. I want to show up for my friends in the best way I can, because I feel bad that I didn't before. Anyway, I got some orange juice as well. We get orange juice on the weekly. Is that normal? I don't know. Never used to actually. It's kind of like a sometimes thing, but since being pregnant with Charlie and now postpartum, it's just like stuck. I got a sweet potato for a hot honey beef bowls, a couple of tomatoes, some avocados for nachos, and then also for Charlie, he just started solids. We've introduced avocado and I kind of want to continue with that. He's like barely ingesting any, like just a little taste. So working our way up and just like exposing him to the taste of it slowly. Also got some onions. Oh, I got 4 avocados actually. I think they were on special. And I'm also going to slow cook some meat so we can do some burritos for lunch, and some Spotlight potatoes. Also got some frozen mixed berries for smoothies. Actually, we haven't been having smoothies a lot. We've been having a lot of oats with frozen mixed berries to mix through. We warm them up in the microwave for a little bit, but then they also like offset the heat of the oats, so it just like cools it down a little bit quicker, because I don't have a lot of time to eat as a mum. Some milk for coffees, beef mince. We got some sourdough, bagels, and soy milk. I have to scooch you guys over here. Hopefully you can still see me okay. Spinach, parsley. We got 2 punnets of strawberries, some carrots, cottage cheese. These Rockaby protein puddings were on sale, so I got 4 of these actually as a little dessert option. I think I prefer these over the Wicked Sister. They don't have that like artificial sweetener kind of taste. They actually taste really good. Just some shredded Parmesan cheese. Can you tell I haven't slept well? My baby slept fine. I'm the issue. The last few months, pretty much since we hit the 4-month sleep regression at 3.5 months, he has been waking up usually once a night. Sometimes he'll sleep through, which is so nice, but I will always wake up no matter what. Like 4 a.m, I'm awake, I'm up. I'm like anticipating him waking up, and like today he didn't wake up. And then the longer I'm awake for, I'm like, oh, well, he will wake up surely soon. He didn't. Anyway, I just got some ham from the deli for toasties, some, why can I not use my words today? Beef chuck for the slow cooker so I can make some burrito meat, and then I got 2 steaks. This was a little bougie. We don't normally get steaks, but I mean, it's good for iron. I also want to cut some off and give it to Charlie to like suck on. People say that food before 1 is just for fun when you're introducing solids, which is technically true, but from 6 months they do start losing the iron stores. So any way that we can get in bits of iron, I'm all about. 3 Mexican rice packs. Nick normally brings these to work with tuna, but I also like them for our burritos. Why can I not use words? Yeah, paper towel. I'm just gonna stock some tomato paste, poppadoms, some salsa and corn chips for our nachos. Gosh, this is like probably the biggest grocery haul we've done in forever. Got some chocolate because it was on special. I got some risotto for my chicken orzo. Oh, well, these are a little crushed. Cool. Some foil trays with lids so I can drop the food off to my friend. Oh, this was also on special. That's probably why our grocery order was a little bit higher than normal. We got some laundry detergent. I need to stop. And some jumbo tortillas and sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, I'm gonna switch off the camera because I cannot string a sentence together. Let's talk through some of these ground rules for our no spend week because I feel like everyone does it a little bit differently. Our intention behind a no spend week is obviously to save money, duh, but more than that, it's just a financial reset for us. It really helps curb that habitual spending, which has been a big what is the word I'm looking for? Like flaw of ours. That's probably been our biggest struggle postpartum. We kind of fell into this trap when Charlie was born of eating out and buying things out of convenience, which is so normal because it is such a big life change. But we're now like 5, almost 6 months postpartum and we have big financial goals. We have a lot of things that we want to do, a lot of things we want to accomplish, and our eating out and takeaway budget is just like not going to cut it if we want to reach those goals. So no spend challenge is a good way to curb that habitual spending, really just like bring things back, put things into perspective. I always feel so inspired. I love to gamify things as well. I'm a very like naturally competitive person with myself. Nick's super competitive as well, so we hold each other accountable. We do have a few rules, I guess. Obviously necessities, things that we need to live and go about our everyday life, we're gonna buy. For example, groceries, as you guys saw, transport, bills, and our mortgage. Obviously we have to pay our bills. We're not gonna be like, hey guys, call up the electrical company and be like, hey, sorry, can't pay the bill this month. I'm doing a no spend week. No, we're gonna pay our bills and those just automatically come out anyway. And then the only other thing which we wouldn't normally do, but just given the phase of life we're in and the fact that I am still a working mum, but I'm a stay-at-home mum, I need a little something for my sanity, a sanity saver, if you will. And that is going to be in the form of coffee. So we've allotted, I think we decided 6 coffees between us for the week. So if we both have one, that's 3 across the week. I feel like that's an achievable amount. We're kind of curbing that habit a little bit. It's not something I really care to cut out entirely. I was for a while, like every single monthly reset, I was like, oh, I'm so unhappy with that coffee spending. Why can I not get it together? And then so many of you commented, I think it was on my July reset, I want to say, being like, girl, buy yourself the coffee. If that's what keeps your mental health in check in this postpartum period, then go for it. And it's so true. And for me, it's not just about the coffee. I have a great coffee machine, love our Breville. I'm like a 2 coffee a day kind of gal in this season, sometimes 3. The Breville gets used and we love our Breville and it has served us well. It's saved us so much money over the years, but it is nice being able to go out and buy a barista made coffee and just like have that social interaction. It might sound so stupid, but just those little interactions with the barista, why is it like, sometimes it's my only social interaction of the day. Yeah, and just like being able to see people and it's an excuse to get out. I don't know. It really, for me, is a sanity saver. And so we have allotted ourselves a little bit of money this week for that. But otherwise, everything outside of that, we will not be spending. I know we have some social plans this Friday or Saturday. We'll see what we end up doing, whether we go to someone's house and just bring drinks or if we go to the pub. Social things are a little tricky because even though I might be choosing to do a no spend week, it doesn't mean my friends or other people in my life are. That's why the allotment of money for the coffee is really important, because I have my mother's group on Thursdays and we nearly always go for a coffee after. But other than that, outside of those parameters, that is our no spend week. And again, everyone does it differently. There's no hard and fast rules. It's just whatever works for you. I would love to, someone suggested this, like a no spend week but not spending on groceries either and just using up what you have in your pantry and your freezer. I think that's such a good idea. I'm not at that level yet, guys. Baby steps. We're still coming out of that postpartum spendy fog. Good morning, you guys, and happy Tuesday. We are up bright and early on our family walk. We ran out of coffee beans. Absolute disaster. So naturally we have to go get a coffee.
Part of our allowance though.
Part of our allowance. I did discuss this. We do have a coffee allowance.
6 coffees total. 4 for you, 2 for me.
No. I don't think I'm gonna have 4 coffees.
Well, I'm only getting 2. So.
Depends how bad of a week it is.
That's today.
Yeah, we're gonna walk to our local cafe, grab some coffee beans so we're stocked up, and then probably get a coffee as well. How are you feeling about your no spend week?
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I feel better once I have coffee. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Good morning, you guys. I'm just getting ready to head to Mother's Group. Charlie's just down for a nap, and then we're gonna head out. This is one of my favorite parts of my week. It's just so nice to connect with other women that are going through the same thing at the same time. All of our babies, most of them are born within the same week, which I feel like is rare when groups get put together. A couple of them are a little bit older, but most of them are, yeah, like born within a week of each other, which is so cool. So we're quite literally going through everything together, and it's so nice to be able to relate. And then the few that are a little bit older, we kind of get like a preview of what's to come. It's really nice. Also just like a very judgment-free zone. I feel like they're just really supportive women, which I feel so lucky. I have heard some horror stories about mothers groups, and I was very skeptical going into it, but it's actually turned out to be, yeah, like the highlight of my week, honestly. Especially if it's been a rough week. We're off to a baby rhyme time, free activity. I will spend money on a coffee. I think I already prefaced this, but we have allowed ourselves a little coffee allowance, a little sanity saver, if you will. Kind of an essential when you're at home all day with a baby, but I've been pretty good. We obviously bought that coffee on Tuesday because we ran out of coffee beans. If we'd ran out of milk, we would have just gone to the shops, but then we had to go get the coffee beans from the coffee shop. So I was like, oh my god, I got coffee while we're here. But other than that, like I've been good. I'll almost definitely get one today, but I won't buy a little sweet treat. Normally I'll get like a banana bread, or the place we go does a really good Biscoff overnight oats, which I am partial to. I made sure I had a good breakfast, good hearty breakfast this morning. That's the other thing, as a breastfeeding mum, I'm just like hungry all the time. And so often I'll be like, oh, think of all the money I'm saving on formula. I'm just gonna get myself a little sweet treat to keep myself going. Like, I deserve it. It does add up though. Every time you go to get a coffee and then you get a little something extra, can add up. It can. So yeah, that's the plan this morning. Mother's group. We're gonna go to baby rhyme time, go get a coffee, catch up with the girlies, and then I might go see my mum this afternoon. I don't know what she has planned today, but I feel like I normally see her on a Thursday. And yeah, that is the 411. I don't know why I did that. How are you guys going? Should we walk through our expenses so far this week? Little midweek check-in, if you will. So Monday we ordered groceries. That was $172.31, which is pretty good. I got a lot of stuff. I used my 10% discount, and then I also had a $10 off voucher. I also found out Nick's work do a 4% Woolworths discount. Like, why have you been holding that in, my love? We could be making the most of that. And then coffee beans and our coffees yesterday came to $69.76. Also a charge for Adelaide Metro came out. That was $9.10. That comes out the day after. So that was Nick getting to work. And then this morning we've had a bill come out for our pet insurance, which is $67.50. I'll include the bills just because I think it's interesting, and then we can see and do like a breakdown at the end of the week. But yeah, so far I'm really proud of us. I feel like we're tracking really well, if I do say so myself. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly finish getting ready because I fear my son is about to wake up. I'm on the clock. He's been doing so much better with his cot naps, but he will not sleep past like 30 minutes, sometimes 45 at a push, but normally like 30. What is with these cat naps? When is it gonna end? I would just love like a juicy hour and a half nap. Wouldn't that be so nice? I'm loving this energy from Ricky.
Did he go down pretty easily?
Yeah, he went down like straight away. He was like awake, but he just rolled over. Oh, it's my nap time now.
Did he make a sound when he rolled over? He's been doing that at night.
Nah, he doesn't really do that during the day. He's like, oh, Lord, today, dreamy. Good morning, guys, and happy Saturday. We are...
You know the gift from the office when they're like...
Yeah, I do.
That's what I was going for.
We are using our final coffee our coffee budget, final coffee limit on one of the new Macca's coffees. My arm is in the back consoling my child, if you're wondering where my arm's gone. Honestly, I'm really proud of us. We still got a day and a half to go, but I feel like we've been tempted. We had that night where didn't have anything for dinner because it was meant to be in the slow cooker. I forgot about the slow cooker, had a day, but we like scrounged what we had in the cupboards, the fridge, used up what we had. It was also very much like a takeaway night. Like it'd been a long day for both of us, but we pushed through.
Don't you think that was the biggest takeaway from it, is you can actually do that?
Like sometimes it's, you're just doing it out of convenience. You can probably pivot,
but not to take away.
We also stuck behind the biggest order ever.
They're ordering the whole menu.
Well, they are in a mum van, aren't they?
Our future car, do you think?
No. One and done. I feel like before having kids I was like 4 sounds like a nice number. Now I'm like, I can see why people are one and done. I can so see why, because it is the biggest sacrifice of your life, and like it's hard. I would like at least 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I feel like have 2 and then see how you feel.
Yeah, get there and reassess.
I don't know how my mum had 5 kids. Superwoman. Yeah, we're gonna go grab a coffee this morning and then we're off to IKEA. We want to pick up a high chair. We got the Ingenuity seat, which like sits on the tabletop, but also like straps into the chairs as well. The dining chairs one is a bit bigger, which we've really been loving. It's very convenient. But yeah, we want to get the IKEA high chair as well because he won't be in that forever. It's good for the interim and like good for travel, but I want something with like a footrest, and we can add a footrest on to that one, and then also the catchy, I think possibly. Also want to have a look around, maybe look at a desk. We'll see if we actually buy anything. We do have an IKEA voucher as well that we got. What else has been a temptation this week with the spending?
Oh, just at work where I bought the worst lunch the other day and I was like, I could just go.
Yeah, you have to be more onto your lunches, be more creative with it.
Yeah, I agree.
You're okay, buddy.
And just a coffee at work. Like, we have coffee and it's lovely to have it supplied. It's not the best coffee of all time though, so like, it's not as good as buying one, so occasionally
sometimes it's just the ritual of buying a coffee.
Do you know what I did at work to prevent it? If I felt like people were going to go for coffee, I went and made one for myself. So then if they were going, it's like, I just made one.
Sorry, guys. That's actually clever. I like that. My goodness, Charlie. You just want to hold Mummy's hand.
Are you eating out today?
Yes, we are.
What's the code?
It's RR79.
97.
Sorry, 97. RR97.
For Ella?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go drive around.
Thank you.
Skirt.
What were your temptations?
Temptation Island. Did you watch that show as a kid?
No.
I think I was on when I was a kid. I feel like I got like double whammy of kid shows because I got like Our Generation where I like actively watched it, and then like I got to see what Anya was watching, and like obviously like Pinky Dinky Doo. I love Pinky Dinky Doo.
I've never seen that.
What's the Story in Balamoori? Great one. Anyway, I digress. What was the temptation? There was something else where I was like, wow, I did so well today.
Probably just coffee.
No, not buying coffee. I did so well. I've had 3 coffees this week. One was because we had no coffee beans. We did that together. And then the other 2 were just social with Mum.
Yeah.
Which is like part of our cinema ritual. And Mother's Group. Happy Sunday. It is another very rainy, dreary day outside. Honestly, not the vibe, but we've had a very slow morning. We went and dropped off, it was actually hilarious. We went and dropped off 1 pot creamy chicken rice that Nick made for our friends that just had a baby a few weeks ago. I made them a shepherd's pie last week, and the timing on this is insane. I literally messaged like after I dropped it off being like, dinner on your doorstep, and she was like, I literally just dropped off your dish with dessert. Isn't that so cute? So we're quite literally doing a swapperoo. We should have communicated. Anyway, so nice of her. Yeah, we've just had a pretty chill one, honestly. I feel like by the time we get up, have a coffee, go for our morning walk, Charlie has a nap. He's also started solids. I don't know if I've vlogged any of that. The internet kind of scares me when it comes to anything parenting. There's certain topics, especially like sleep, solids, what else? There's probably a few others, but like those in particular, I feel like are such touchy subjects and people have very strong opinions. And I just like wasn't in the headspace to be dealing with that. Anyway, he's taken to it very, very well. It's been really fun. We're doing it very slowly. We've introduced avocado, which we wasn't the biggest fan of, but I don't know if that's because it had been in the fridge and it was cold. I want to give that another go, but at room temperature. He had that a few times. He ate it, but it wasn't like, and that was also his first food, so I don't know if it was either the avocado or it being cold or just the fact that he hadn't had solids before. But we've done avocado, we've had steak, obsessed with steak, big steak fan. Like I've never seen him so excited for something. He was like a happy dance in his chair. We've had sweet potato, big fan of sweet potato. Oh, Weet-Bix. We've also introduced Weet-Bix as well, which is also an allergen. He's taken to that really well too. No reaction, touch wood. He's about to be 6 months. He's been showing all the signs of readiness for a while. We just wanted to wait close to the 6 month mark for us personally. We also started a little bit earlier because we knew that we'd be away for a good chunk of time, and I know that we won't be like as on top of it as we probably would otherwise. I don't know, maybe we will. It's hard to predict. We're staying in a lot of Airbnbs with like full kitchens, so I'm hoping we can do some solids prep. I got these really good freezer trays. Let me show you. This is what they look like. I'll have them linked down below. I just got them off Amazon. So I pureed up some sweet potato, just like steamed it and then pureed it and then divvied it up in these, and then you can just pop one out, warm it up, and then it's sorted so you don't have to cook every time. These have been really good. I have a bit of work to get done this afternoon, and then I think I might puree up some carrots and start introducing that. But it's honestly been really fun. Like I've enjoyed it way more than I thought. It's very messy, but really fun. I thought I'd be a lot more nervous about it than I actually am, and he's taken to it like a fish to water. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some work done. Nick's just taken Charlie to his parents' house for a little bit. The kitchen's kind of a mess. I need to tidy up, but I'm gonna get some work done while I have the time, and then I can always do that with Charlie in the carrier. Yeah, that's the little update. It is the end of the week, which means it's time to do our final numbers. Let's see how much we spent this week during a no spend week. Groceries, we spent $177.71. Most of the weekly food shop that we did was able to sustain us, thankfully. At one point this week I went to Coles and picked up a couple things for like household items, and we also got coffee beans. I categorize that under home rather than groceries. I don't know why. I've just like always done it like that. Coffee beans to me just feels like a separate category, but maybe I should put it under groceries. I don't know. Anyway, that came to $76.60 that we spent on home stuff. We spent $50.90 on baby stuff. That was for some formula and a couple other bits. We don't buy formula too often, like maybe once a month. I was gonna say exclusively breastfeed, but I guess technically I don't, and people hate when you say that and you don't. I breastfeed majority of the time, and then he has 1 bottle a day. $37.05 came out for transport this week, $22.99 for subscriptions, that was for Spotify. $407.30 came out for bills this week. That was just our pet insurance and our monthly electricity bill. Our monthly electricity bill was the highest it's been ever, I think. So that was fun. I went to the movies with my mum. We went to the Mums and Bubs session on Friday, and I spent a total of $30.46 for that and some snacks. That's like a highlight of my week, honestly. And I feel like our Mums and Bubs sessions are numbered at this point. Charlie is just here, there, and bloody everywhere. His attention span, or just like his, I don't know, he's raring to go, but he can't quite move yet. It's a really interesting age, this age. I feel like he gets frustrated so quickly and bored so quickly. Gotta make the most of that while we can, and that's just kind of like a standing weekly thing that me and mum do. And then in total this week, we spent $41.61 on coffee, which was not too bad. We did use up all of our allotment, but I feel good about it. If we could consistently get our coffee spending down to $40 a week, I'd be happy with that. That's what, like $160 a month? Like I would be very happy with that. Currently, not quite there, but we're making steps. This was a good little test for us. And that brings our total spend this week to $625.30, which is pretty good. Majority of that was bills, groceries, needs. I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like that was a successful no spend week, if I do say so myself. And more importantly than just the money we saved, I feel like our spending habits have really been stripped back. I feel like it just resets everything, realigns, and just like, I don't know, I feel so refreshed when I come off a no spend week. It's a bit of a dopamine hit refresh, if you will. There were several moments this week where I feel like we would typically spend money just out of convenience, or like, dare I say, laziness. For example, I didn't put the slow cooker on one day. That on a typical week, I would just be like, oh, let's get takeaway, you know. Didn't put the slow cooker on, dinner's cancelled, but instead I looked at what we had left over in the freezer, what we had in the fridge, and like put together a meal. Got creative with it. Was it the best meal I've ever had in my life? No, but it got the job done. This weekend, we had social plans. We hung out with our friends. Instead of going out and going to the pub, we went to our friend's house. They had leftover alcohol from their engagement party. We just like hung out and didn't spend any money. I went back and did nighttime routine. Nick went back, watched the footy, hung out with the boys, and got a lift home. So literally $0 spent on that day. And we got to spend the afternoon, evening hanging out with our friends. So I call that a success. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Thank you guys so much for spending the week with me. Let me know if you're planning to do a no spend challenge, what your current money goals are. I feel like this time of year, I don't know about you guys, but I feel so inspired and just like itching. You're so close to the finish line, so close to the end of 2026, which was a crazy thought. And I'm feeling really motivated to like kick goals, you know? Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you very, very soon for another vlog. Bye guys. Mwah.